Hey everybody, it's Debbie with Debbie D Stamp Studio. Welcome to Facebook Live Tuesday at 2. Today, I decided to come on live. I didn't mean to be away for so long. We have been putting an addition on our home, and we had the majority of the work hired, but we finished the inside, and my husband was determined to get it done before Christmas because we hosted 2 different Christmas parties, and we spent a lot of time out there every day, all day, getting things finished up. It's not quite completely done, but almost. And just now he decided he needed help doing something, so I'm kind of out of breath. Sorry. Anyway, I did not want to miss today, so I told him I had to come live today. I couldn't be gone another week. So I'm here and happy to be stamping. I walked out of my stamp room like 3 weeks ago and haven't been back in since. So it was good to get back in here today. I hope you all had a great holiday and looking forward to the new year. And along with the new year, we have the new mini catalog. I can't show you the inside yet until it goes live on January 6th. But I decided to choose a stamp set or bundle out of this new upcoming catalog. And today I'm using the Woolly Friends bundle. This is a really adorable bundle. It's a punch bundle, a little sheep, some cute little accessories, and fun little sayings. You're simply fabulous, and you make me happy. And it would be great for baby cards or just a fun, friend thinking of you. The Sending Flowers and Sunshine is really cute. So, like I said, it is a punch bundle, so you can punch out that cute little sheep, and then there's a couple little accessories on the punch as well that punch out the bow or a little bell around the neck. So, super cute set. And as I said in my post, if you saw that earlier about me coming on live, our neighbors are expecting their first, and he's due to arrive anytime now. And I'm excited to be able to use this set to create a card to give them when he gets here. So let me get started and show you what we've got. So since we know it's a boy, I've got Balmy Blue for my card base. Then I have a piece of basic white, and then a new pattern from a set of 12 by 12 designer series paper. This as well is in the January to April mini. This is from a set called Mixed Up Patterns Mixed In, and I just love it because it's full of great little patterns that are great for just mixing in with other sets of your designer series papers. And I hope you can see these prints. This one's just got a little pencil swirl drawing and some just spatters. And then on the back side is like a little, almost looks like a tire print or a chevron. This is a little tiny little scallop. And then on the back is a very faint little bubble bath pattern. Then another Balmy Blue. Just like I said, these are great little patterns for mixing in with your other designer series papers. And then on the back side of this is a Daffodil Delight little flower print. Then another bubble bath, just polka dot. And Old Olive, kind of like a painted look. And then Secret Sea, just a scuffed look background. And then a Strawberry Slush zigzag. So the colors in this are, that's fine. Rough?
No, rough is in normally this.
Oh. I like this better.
Yeah, I do too. Okay.
Sorry. Had to give my opinion about something. So the colors in this are Balmy Blue, Bubble Bath, Daffodil Delight, Old Olive, Secret Sea, and Strawberry Slush. So a great combination of just small patterns to mix and match with all your other designer series papers. Then I have a 2 Everyday Arches. This is from the Everyday Arches dies. These are a great staple just to have in your stash. These are, you can find these online in our online store. A set of 10, layering, great for layering, and having a base then to start your card on. And then I have a scrap of basic white. So that's what we're going to stamp our little sheep on and build our card. So we are going to be using our punch and then a lot of the different stamps from the set. So with this punch, since we have the different components and we know when we use the sheep, most likely we're going to use the body and the head at the same time, I went ahead and punched a template. So all I did was punch from a piece. You could use cardstock. I used a piece of copy paper just because it's thinner, and I also used a color. I first did it in white, just a normal piece of printer paper, but when you go to stamp, it's a little bit harder to see the template if you're stamping on your white cardstock. So that's why I chose a piece of, you could use cardstock and that would be fine. I just happen to have some colored printer paper. So I just punched a template first. And I just wrote this side up so I know when I punch, this is the way I want it. So I'm going to lay this on my scrap of basic white. So now I know where to stamp my images so that they'll line up with my punch when I go to punch them out. And I'm going to stamp my outline images. There's both outline images and then your filler images. So you want to make sure you stamp your outline images for punching out. So I'm going to ink that up with basic gray. And then I can see right through. Of course, it's not the best angle, like I usually say. I can see where to stamp that. And then I'm going to stamp the head. And then I'm going to go ahead and stamp the bow as well. He's going to have a little bow. So now, when I go to punch that, I'll take my template off. When I go to punch that, everything will line up perfectly to punch out. And that was on just the basic white cardstock. So now I have my sheep body, the little head, and the bow. And then this little extra piece is the bell, but I'm not using that on this one, so we can just set that aside. Okay, so now I want to stamp. I want to make my bow blue to coordinate with my card, so I'm going to stamp the filler with my balmy blue. So there's the filler of the bow. Ink that up. And since this is the photopolymer, it's super easy to see where to stamp. So now I've got my blue bow. And let me go ahead and need to clean those off. I'm not stamping any more of those. Okay, so let's set this aside. And now we're going to do a little stamping on our arch. So there's a set of 3 little tulips, and that is 1 stamp. So we're going to go ahead and stamp that with the basic gray as well. We're going to do that over to the left-hand side. Our sheep is going to go on the right-hand side. And then there's filler for the flowers. And I know there's probably not really blue tulips, but I want my card to all coordinate. And the 3 little tops are all 1 stamp as well. So that's really nice and convenient. And again, being photopolymer, you can see perfectly how to line that up and stamp your flowers all at once. And then there is a cute little butterfly. So I'm going to place my sheep on here just where he's going to stand. And I say he because it's a boy card. And with the basic gray, I'm just going to stamp the little butterfly. It's got the little dotted line for the flight mark, and stamp that little butterfly there. Now there is a stamp in here. I think it's supposed to be a little cloud. At first I thought it was the filler for the butterfly, but it's way too big. So I just grabbed my light Daffodil Delight Stampin' Blend, and I'm going to color my butterfly yellow. I like the blue and yellow together. So that's super easy, just to color those little wings in super quick. And now I can move my sheep so I can stamp the leaves for the flowers. We're going to do those in Granny Apple Green. And those are all 1 stamp too. So that is super easy too. So just line those leaves up. You got all your leaves in 1 stamp. Love it. Okay, so now I think we are ready to put things together. Move our ink pads out of the way. Put all our pieces. Okay, so first thing we're going to do is go ahead and put our white layer down onto our card base. And I wanted to use all the new things out of the new mini catalog. As a demonstrator, we always have about a month ahead of time that we can pre-order out of the new releases so that we have time to prepare and get things ready to share with you. And one of the new things was this gorgeous little blue gingham ribbon. I wish we had gingham in every one of our colors. I just love it. It's so cute. So I wanted to use that on here. So we're going to just wrap this around and tie it in a knot. This is in with, if you have a new catalog, in with the Easter Joy Suite on page 35 in the new catalog. So like I said, I can't show you the inside of the catalog yet, but it will be going live in just a few days, and then we can begin ordering, or you can begin ordering out of that. But if you love gingham as much as I do, you can get this too. I just thought it looked really cute. And just because it's a boy card doesn't mean you can't use florals. It's still super cute. You could use this other pattern too of this paper. I thought was really sweet. Where'd it go? This one. This would work as well. It's not too girly. And it's a baby card, so we're going to go ahead and put this down. You can put your adhesive right over the top of that ribbon to help hold it in place. And obviously you can do this with different colors if it's a girl. And you can use the same design, card design, and just change the saying and use it for a different occasion. So you could use the sending flowers and sunshine and make it a get well card, or you make me happy and just send it to, as a thinking of you card. That is my goal this year, is to send more cards. I did not even send Christmas cards this year. I was so busy working on our room. I feel bad. I have 180 Christmas cards made and I didn't send any. I hand-delivered my mother-in-law's card and told her she should feel very honored. She was the only person that got a Christmas card this year. She always feels honored to get one. She's so thankful and grateful for everything that I do for her. Okay, so now we can put this on here and go ahead and add this to our card. Now you could add this with dimensionals, and I think I might. I did not on my sample, but since we're putting it over the ribbon, it'll kind of help it lay better. And just give your card a lot of dimension, because we're going to add our little sheep with dimensionals too. So I'm just going to put them at the top and the bottom because it's going to overlap that ribbon. And I'm going to kind of put it over to the right hand side since we have our knot here. And there we go. Let's trim our tails off. That's a little crazy there. Okay. Okay, so now we can add our adorable little sheep. And like I said, he's going to go on with dimensionals. So we're just going to add 3. And we're going to put him right down here. I know he covers up one of those flowers, but that's okay. We can still see 2. And then we're going to add his head with a dimensional too. And we're just going to put 1 on there. And we're going to tilt his head a little bit, make him just look sweeter than he already is. And now his little bow, I'm going to add with a glue dot. You could use your Tombow liquid glue or your tape runner, whichever glue you prefer. And just tuck that right under his chin. Whoops. I guess that's where it's going. That's where I put it. It looks fine. So there is that. Oh my gosh, I forgot to stamp my saying on there. Okay, let's see. What can I do? I need to stick something under there so I can stamp. Let's see. Tuck my... That's too thick. Well, I have welcome cutie. Let's see what I can do with that. I might be able to do it okay. So ink that up with my basic gray. Do this before you mount it. Especially since I did it with dimensionals. On my sample, I didn't add dimensionals and I could have stamped it perfectly, no problem. There, worked fine. I don't recommend doing that. Stamp it before you put it all together. Okay, so now I have some really cute embellishments, and these are also from the Easter Joy Sweet, whoops, Little Yellow and or Daffodil Delight probably, or maybe Lemon Lolly, I'm not sure, Balmy Blue, and then Little Pink Check Easter eggs. These are adorable. These are really flat. They look like candy almost, but they are just adorable. So we're going to add, of course, some of the balmy blue, just for fun, because we love to add little embellishments to all our cards. And I wanted to use all the new things. So there's 3 of those. And the yellow would have been cute too, to coordinate with our butterfly. After you use up all the blue, then you can use your yellow. So there is our adorable little sheep. And I put my bone folder. Yes, hi Della, thank you. Yes, I will use my Christmas cards for next year. They'll be ready and I won't have to worry about making any. But I'll want to, because there'll be a whole new catalog next year. So there's our cute little sheep. I can't wait to give it to my neighbors when they have their little baby. So, okay, we just found out today that also starting on January 6th, that we are going to be having bonus days again. If you're not familiar, bonus days are when you spend $50, you earn a $5 bonus coupon. And that is for every $50 you spend, you earn a $5 bonus coupon. And you also, with our new Stampin' Rewards program, you're still earning your Stampin' Rewards. So it's kind of like a bonus win-win situation. And then beginning February 3rd through February 28th is the redemption period that you can redeem all your $5 bonus coupons. So in January, or starting January 6th, we have the new mini catalog going live that I showed you. We have a new product of the month. If you're not familiar with that, that started in December. Once you hit the $75 mark, you have the opportunity to purchase the product of the month for $5. This time in December, it was a 12 by 12 pack of designer series paper, hues of blue or something like that. Gorgeous paper. It's exclusive. It's not going to be available in a catalog or anything like that. We don't know what it is for January. We find out the same time that you do, and that will be January 6th. That will be released. So if that is something that you're interested in, that will be available starting January 6th. There'll be 2 new kits released in January. I don't think we've seen those yet, or if I have, I don't remember what they are. I'm sure they're always cute. Their kits are always adorable. And then there's also a whole new line of online products that will become available starting in January. So a lot of new things available in January to purchase to get those bonus coupons. And then, like I said, then beginning in February, you can redeem those coupons. And then in February, there will be a new product of the month beginning in February. There will be more kits released in February. So it's just like an ongoing thing. So lots to look forward to. There's always something going on. So, well, thank you so much for joining me today. Della, I will get you a catalog. I'll get that out tomorrow. You'll definitely want to see it. There's lots of cute things in the spring catalog, and it's so fun to see the springy stuff after all the fall and Christmas. So anyway, thanks for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed this cute little sheep, the Woolly Friends bundle. And I will be back on Thursday for another card to share with you. So have a great week, and I will see you again soon. Bye.